welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, my name is Gloria, and today I'm going to show you guys how I get this look with my Dyson Airwrap. Towards the end of the video, I'm also going to give you guys a quick little review of what I think about the Airwrap in general. I've owned mine for about 1.5 years now, so I have a good idea of how I feel about it. So without further ado, let's get started. So to start off, my hair is right now still relatively wet. I would say that it's probably about 50% wet still. You can do this from dry hair as well. If you are going to do it from dry hair, you're just gonna need a spray bottle with water. I've got one right here. So if your hair is dry, what you can do is just spray it a little bit throughout your hair, just kind of dampen it so it's just easier to work with. But my hair, like I said, it's still damp, so I'm not gonna add water, but I am gonna use a few products. So the first product that I'm gonna put in my hair is this blow dry cream. This is by Kerastase. It's called their Smoothing Taming Milk Blow Dry Care for Unruly Hair. So I'm gonna add a bit of the blow dry cream. I would say probably about a dime size should be good. This kind of basically just helps control frizz as well as add heat protection. Obviously the Airwrap doesn't heat up as much as a normal hair curler would, but I still like to apply some sort of a heat protectant on my hair. And the second product I'm going to put in my hair is this Kerastase Elixir Ultime. This is just a hair oil. Any hair oil of your choice would work. And I'm adding this because this is just going to help add shine and also just kind of help me brush out my hair. So I'm gonna brush out my hair with my wet brush. I always have knots in my hair. So that's basically all the products I'm gonna put in my hair. Then I'm gonna take the blow dryer attachment and I'm going to fully blow dry my roots only. I don't want any moisture in the roots. We want it to be 100% dry because that's just gonna create frizz. So I'm gonna give my hair one more brush. So then what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna split my hair into 2 different sections. You can do more than 2 sections if you like to, if you find it easier for you, but 2 works just fine for me. I'm then going to take one of the curler attachments, the tapered ones. We're gonna basically take hair sections, I would say no bigger than 2.5 centimeters thick. Now, if you do wanna use hairspray, this is where I like to spray my hair. I will take my favorite hairspray. This one is the L'Oreal Elnet Volume Edition. It doesn't matter which hairspray you use as long as it's not one of those super crunchy stronghold ones because you wanna have flow in your hair. So what I basically do is I take my hairspray and for each section before I curl it, I will just lightly hairspray it and then go ahead and curl it. I find that this actually helps hold the curl a lot better than if I were to actually hairspray at the end. But today I'm not going to be using hairspray. I'm kind of just taking a break from using too many products in my hair. But if you do want your hair to last a lot longer, I would definitely recommend using hairspray. So what I'm now going to do is I'm going to take the curling barrel and I'm gonna wrap the hair around the barrel as tight as I can. We basically want the curls to be really tight and close to each other. And I like to hold the curl just for a few seconds in my hand, just so it gives it more of like a defined shape. So you kind of get like a really beautiful curl like this. I'll show you guys one more. So I do like to curl my hair in different directions randomly throughout the hair. I don't alternate every single one that I do. I just kind of alternate as I want to. I'm gonna grab another section. Same thing, you want the curls to be super tight and close to each other. Like that. So I'm gonna go ahead now and do the entire first section and then I'll talk to you guys again when I get to the top. So how I'm gonna do the top section is pretty much the exact same way as I did for the first section. So I'm gonna again grab same size hair sections. The only difference for me when it gets to the top section is that I tried to kind of pull the barrel a little bit vertically away from the direction that the hair is supposed to fall after its curl, just because that kind of helps add a little bit of volume. So I'll show you guys how I do it. Wrap the hair around, again, as tight as you can get it. Pull the hair a little bit away vertically, turn it on. Like that. So again, I am going to alternate the sections as I go. So I'll show you guys one more. Again, grab the hair the opposite direction. Like that. So I'm now going to go off camera and do both of these sections. And when I get to my curtain bangs, I'll show you guys how I styled them. Okay, so I finished my hair. The only pieces left are my front sections, which I have curtain bangs. I'm gonna attach the blow dry attachment, this guy right here. And then I'm going to take my curtain bangs and I'm going to wet them a little bit again. Just a few sprays. So obviously if you don't have curtain bangs, just go ahead and curl the front sections just the exact same way you did for the rest of your hair. But for me, I'm gonna use the round brush attachment and style it. Like that. And then without turning it on, I like to go in the opposite direction just so that I can set the hair where I want it to be. And my forehead's a little bit red just because of the hot air. That'll go down in a second. So this is the finished look. At this point, if you like to, you can add a little bit more hair oil just to add a bit more shine. This will just kind of loosen up throughout the day and give like a really beautiful, ethereal, mermaidy type look. So now for a little bit of review. Like I said in the beginning of the video, I have had my Airwrap for about 1.5 years now. I did not receive this from Dyson. They did not gift me this. Actually, I got this gifted from my boyfriend. I was really lucky to receive this for my 24th birthday. So I'm really thankful. So in terms of what I think about the Airwrap, honestly, do I think it's worth the purchase? In my opinion, yes, it is. But I think this can also change depending on your hair type and what you value when it comes to hairstyling for yourself. For me, if this thing were to break down and stop working tomorrow, I would literally go out of my way and immediately purchase another one because I actually just can't live without it. Other than using my Airwrap, I pretty much either have my hair in some sort of like a heatless curl, heatless wave style. But yeah, if I do want to go out or if I'm doing something, it's literally always going to be the Airwrap. I don't ever basically straighten my hair unless I just kind of let it air dry and I just blow dry it. So for me, when it comes to using the Airwrap, it's been really useful because I pretty much never reach for my curling iron anymore, because anytime I want to get a curl like this, I can get it with my Airwrap without adding the damages that come with using a hot curling iron. Now I know this is a really expensive tool obviously to have, but depending on, like I said, how you like to style your hair, it can be worth it. For me, I like to curl my hair, so all the curling attachments are super useful. But I do think that if you like to wear your hair more like straightened, more like a super sleek look, similar to say like the Kardashians, like that really straightened hair, I don't know if the Dyson Airwrap is right for you, just because although it does have, both of these attachments that are supposed to kind of help you straighten your hair, I don't think that it actually straightens your hair similar to a hair straightener would. Now, I know they have a hair straightener. I've never tried it, and I don't think that I'll be purchasing it just because like I said, I don't straighten my hair. Especially I think if you have like really curly hair close to your roots, these might not be right for you. You probably won't be able to get a super sleek look using the Airwrap, but if you do like to wear your hair curly, I think this this is a really good investment because you could pretty much do all of the hairstyles that you could do with a normal curling iron with significantly less damage to your hair. So if you do value that, I think it's a really good option. To add to my previous point, if you are somebody that likes to style their hair every single day, you curl your hair every day before you go to work or before you go to school, I think again this is a really good investment just because you're able to do the exact same hairstyles that you would do with a curling iron without adding damage to your hair. Obviously, if you are using hot styling tools every single day on your hair, no matter how much heat protectant you use, you're eventually going to damage your hair and you're going to have a lot of hair fall. So if you do style your hair every single day with hot styling tools, again, I think this could be a good investment just because it's going to help you keep your hair a lot more healthy and still allow you to be able to style your hair. Like I said earlier, I have had mine for about 1.5 years now, and this is pretty much the only tool I reach for. Specifically, the hair dryer tool is the only one that I use pretty much every single day. Anytime I wash my hair, this has basically replaced my normal hair dryers. I actually got rid of my normal hair dryers. This is the only hair dryer in the house now. My boyfriend dries his hair with this. I dry my hair with this. I don't have any issue with it, and I have really long thick hair, so I don't really find it to be like too weak or anything. It works perfectly fine. Obviously my hair is long and my hair type is thick hair, kind of wavy, kind of frizzy, kind of like all over the place. I can only say that for my hair, it's definitely worth it for sure. But if you are debating about getting it, you're kind of interested in it, I would definitely just advise you to try it out. Like ever since I've had it, I've always had my hair long, so I don't know how it's gonna work if my hair was shorter. But I'd like to know actually, if you have short hair and you have this tool, what's your experience with it? Leave it in the comments below. For anyone else who might have shorter hair than me, they might find it pretty useful. So that's the first point I wanted to talk about, whether or not it's worth it. And yeah, my verdict is it is definitely worth it. So the other point I wanted to touch is one that I know a lot of people are talking about. A lot of people are saying that your hair doesn't last as long when you style it with the Dyson Airwrap versus like a normal curling iron. And I would say that for the most part that is true, because obviously you're styling your hair with a tool that is not going to get nearly as hot as say like a curling iron would. So you're basically styling your hair with significantly less heat, and obviously that is going to kind of make your style not last as long, but there are ways around that. For me, like you saw today, I did not use any hairspray, and I would say the way that I have curled my hair right now, this is going to get looser throughout the day, and I do wash my hair every other day, and I would say the next day when I wake up, this will be significantly more loose. It'll just be more like a wave. It will not be like this unless I had used hairspray. So for me, I would say it does last, but it doesn't look exactly the same way as it does when I curl my hair just after I finish curling it. Basically, to get around that, like I showed you guys, I would use hairspray on each strand before I actually style it with the tool, and that basically helps my hair last significantly longer. And when I do that, actually usually my hair lasts just as long as it would if I were to use a curling iron. I would also add that if you're somewhere that's like more humid and you're kind of like in a rainy environment, obviously using products that's going to help stop frizz and just kind of hold the style that you have created, definitely use something like a hairspray or like a hair gel or even a mousse that's going to help you prolong your style. So yeah, that's basically how I feel about the Airwrap. Like I said, I've had it for 1.5 years now and I love it. I would definitely purchase it again if something happens to it. But yeah, if you are interested in it and if you do want to try it out, maybe wait for like a Sephora sale. Sephora has like sales twice a year. They do like 15-20% off for VIB. So I would definitely advise, like, if you are interested to try it, wait for a Sephora sale or some other sort of sale Dyson might do in the future, and kind of purchase it like that and try it out, see if it works for you. And if you have any questions about the Dyson Airwrap or anything hair related, make sure to leave it in the comments below. I will be answering all of your questions. Also, if you're interested in more tutorials with the Dyson Airwrap or any heatless hairstyles, make sure to hit that subscribe button down below because I have a bunch of those coming your way. But yeah, this wraps up the video. I hope you found it useful and you enjoyed it. Thank you so much for watching this video. I will see you in my next one. Bye!